Hey guys, Sonych here with some Heroes of the Storm action for you. I just want to check something here real quick. We are good to go. And we have on our blue team, Uther, Raynor, Muradin, Chen, and Lily. And on our red team, we have Sergeant Hammer, Kerrigan, Lily, Tyrael, and Sonya. So this is actually a pretty quick match that I just want to show how you can still use a talent-gated Sonya. Because I'm actually playing her at level 1 right here. So there's not much that I can do, but there are some things that are very useful. You can see the first talent I took here, I ended up grabbing War Paint, basic tax heal for 25% of damage dealt. It helps with the survivability, helps keep me alive. Both teams are going to be rushing the Watchtower here. 4 for red and 4 for blue. Both healers for blue, though, or for blue, so I don't know how well that's going to work out. Raynor gets shot up. I need to adjust my volume slightly. Once this fight is over, I will get in there so I'm not shouting at my microphone. It's like Lily's backing off. Maybe Kerrigan's jumping on with that Ravage, but then she jumps into a nice concave from the blue team. Uther's keeping himself alive for the most part. Muradin comes down. Muradin is separated from his healers, and he will go down in the midst of Team Red. Chen and Sergeant Hammer are having their own bit of a fight here on the bottom lane. Mostly Sergeant Hammer's been here. You can see Red's experience is increasing quite a bit. So they're going to go after the chest here. Uther comes in, gets a little bit of smacked around a little bit for his trouble. Kerrigan's there, wailing on this chest. I'm moving out a little bit too much. So you can see there, Red team is ahead in experience just from this bottom lane. Raynor's grabbing most of that chest. Sergeant Hammer's actually helping Raynor to secure that chest. Don't know if that was actually a good thing, but nice pull, but no, it's not enough. The pull onto the spikes does not work for Kerrigan. Looks like Sonya's moving in around here to the chest. Both teams are level 2 at this point. We have 3 members here on the bottom with just Sergeant Hammer for red. Raynor's moving around. Sonya's picking up a couple of more coins here. Kerrigan is turning in her 1 coin. So Tyrael's up here picking up some experience for Team Red. Raynor is getting the experience here in the mid. Uther's moving up there to try and counter what Tyrael is doing. Chen is moving down here at the bottom. I have 6 coins running around. Now I'm going to get those turned in before anything really major happens. As you guys know, I'm not a huge advocate of getting this first turn in super fast. This wall right here, if it's up and you get that first turn in at 10 coins, it's not going to do anything but kill the wall. It'll damage the fort to about half, but it won't actually kill the wall. Looks like we have a big fight going on here in the middle. We have Lily and Raynor versus Sonya and Kerrigan. I don't know if there's much we could do, mainly because Lily's just going to heal with her smart casting heal. All she has to do is hit the button and it will heal the lowest hero around her. But now we do have 3 people going in. Raynor gets grabbed, maybe with the impalement and the spikes. Oh, Raynor's gonna. No, the adrenaline rush is gonna keep him alive. Thought he was gonna go down, but that adrenaline rush is gonna keep him up. Looks like we have a bit going on here. If we look at the talent build, as I was saying, oh, the big fight going on here. Raynor goes down that time. Uther tries to pick up one of those coins, but it's not gonna work. I think he did get one of them. We pulled away 3 of them. But if you look at my talent build here, my next one is superiority. And the choice is between like superiority and block or something like that. So I went for superiority mostly because I really like to merc with the talent gated Sonya. She's very effective at taking merc camps. Very good at taking almost no damage from those merc camps. And superiority just helps in that regard. Looks like Lily's moving up here to take the Watchtower. Pretty gutsy move by Lily to take that, given that she had no support and 2 red players on either side of her team. Bit of a fight going down here. Sergeant Hammer has Chen and Muradin in her face, but I'm not sure what's going to go on here. Kerrigan is fighting Uther down here on the bottom. Uther might get... Oh, Kerrigan's impaled. Just run, Kerrigan. Just run. Uther can heal himself just like that, and now you're stunned, and I don't think you're going to get away there. Oh, nice shot by that. Kerrigan takes those 2, or Uther takes those 2 coins right here. But red team gets all 5 of the coins here in the middle. Sonya and Sergeant Hammer are down here with 5 coins. They took that chest basically uncontested, as all 5 members of the blue team are up here. Looks like they did lose somebody. Who did they lose? I think it was their Chen. Yeah, you can see his Chen is right there. Finally got a... That's the second turn in we've gotten. No. That's the first turn in. Looks like Murd is taking a couple of shots right there. I want to get up here and do some damage to this wall, but there's not much point, so I'm going to move up, pick up a couple more coins, let Tyrael and Kerrigan and Lily push that top lane. Uther's moving around to take that out. Sergeant Hammer and Lily are duking it out here on the bottom. Lily heals herself up. Sergeant Hammer's fighting the creeps all by herself. See, as you can see, that fort survived. We did do a little bit of damage to the wall at first. It's like Chen is trying to fight Sonya here, but with her regen, she can't really do much. Chen tries to get back, and he ends up dying and giving 2 more coins to the blue team, or to the red team. Uther might give them 3 more here if we can get a pull and an impale, but not going to happen with the stun. So I'm just going to burst down the fort. Kerrigan needs to get out of there. That impaling spikes does a nice job of keeping Muradin back. And that was a really fail spear. Sergeant Hammer's here on the bottom pushing around. If we look at our siege damage, really, really high. Where is she? There you go. 14,000 siege damage from Sergeant Hammer. Dealing with Chen right there. Looks like he is back. Having 7 coins and being this close to enemy lines is actually probably a really bad idea, especially with Muradin hanging out right here in the bush. He could... Oh, there he goes, the stun, but Tyrael and Kerrigan are here to help me out. And Muradin's now running like crazy, just like, oh crap, Judgment goes off, and he'll end up dying. So you can see the next talent I took for Sonya, I took Shattered Ground, which increases the damage of Seismic Slam. And I also took Leap to help with getting in and out of situations. Well, I'm actually talent gated, so I don't have a choice with taking Leap. But it would probably be my default choice regardless. As you can see there, our team took 0 damage from those mercenaries. Lily did not have to heal us up and waste a little bit of her precious mana. Sergeant Hammer's just crushing this bottom lane. She hasn't been involved in anything but just owning this bottom. And the blue team is not actually responding to that super well. They need somebody down here that can push Sergeant Hammer out of the lane, and that is not Lily. Chen might be able to do it. Maybe. Looks like the blue team took care of those knights before they could do any real damage. They did a little bit to the gate. But now we have a free creep wave hitting the top lane. Looks like we have Lily healing down here. Kerrigan moving around, trying to get a little bit of a shot off. Sergeant Hammer sieges up, so the red team wants to engage inside this beautiful circle of death. Maelstrom goes off along with an impale. Chen jumps right into the Maelstrom. I don't know what he's thinking. Muradin goes down as well. Chen goes down immediately. Lily manages to avoid the grip, but not the Judgment and the Ravage. She might be able to heal herself if she keeps running around, especially with that passive blinding flare going off. Not enough. Raynor comes forward. Now we have 4 members of the blue team down here. The red team destroying this fort. And you'll see I'm up here taking this Merc camp, using those gated talents to the best of their ability. Raynor goes down as well. And now chests are up. The red team decides to back out since they did destroy that fort. And I have 10 coins. That is an awful lot of coins. I'm lining up these mercenaries in a straight line so that my Seismic Slam will do the maximum amount of damage possible. Chen is coming up to try and get a kill. I'm a very tempting target for him with these 10 coins. So my team is securing that bottom chest. I'm going to try and take a few of these. We'll see how that works out. Tyrael goes in, pushes Chen back, and just starts wailing on him. His shield is about to explode, but Chen's going to be out of range there. Uther's coming down. Lily's healing me up. So now we have 15 coins on me. Uther's coming around. Looks like we got a turn in as well. I believe that was Sergeant Hammer who put that one in. We got even more coins right there from Uther. 1721 coins between the 2 of us. Looks like we're going to have a big team fight brewing here as the blue team comes up. Kerrigan jumps, ravages, impales, everything she can possibly do. Chen decides to get out of there. Lily's keeping everyone alive with her ultimates going off left and right. Rainer's keeping himself alive with his passive, but he finally goes down. Looks like Chen also fell up at the top. Muradin could possibly go down if Kerrigan has a nice impaling spikes she can pull. And I'm actually waiting to turn in so that this wall right here will be dead. That way this fort will die once with this turn in. That's exactly the reason that I didn't turn in at first. And I wanted to wait until to do the maximum amount of damage with the turn in, with our bombardment. So looks like Uther's heading to the top. Tyrael's moving over here to pick up a couple of coins. Sergeant Hammer's moving up to the top. Wants the Golem. Kerrigan is agreeing with that. I'm down here picking up some knights. You can see they do absolutely zero damage to me when I'm in Whirlwind. When I'm not in Whirlwind, they tend to do a little bit of damage, but Whirlwind pushes that right back up to the top. This last shot should take out this keep. One last shot on that keep, and now we should move to the top. Taking out the well is really, really nice. They can't use it. And this last shot landing on the tower is not going to kill it, but it is going to hurt. Golem is moving along the top. Man, that took forever for me to take those knights. It's like Muradin and Lily are up here. I should probably get behind the gate. They both back out. And if we take a look at the talents I am picking up, Wind Shear is basically an escape for me to get out of there. And well, okay, no escape is for me to get out. These are both escapes for the most part. Wind Shear will stop me from getting grabbed. It looks like Lily's dragon still hits Tyrael there, even after she gets judgmented and gripped by Kerrigan. We should be able to get Muradin there. So basically those two talents, the Whirlwind one is used as an escape, and the movement speed one is used to chase people down. Looks like we have Sergeant Hammer up here all alone against Rainer with that adrenaline rush. She still manages to get it. Tyrael's moving in, although attack the Banshees! Attack the Banshees! There we go. You can actually kill those Banshees. So along the top, we have this fort being pushed down. I'm going to grab these knights because that's what I do best. It is the talent build I was going for. This top fort should go down. Kerrigan pops Maelstrom. Ultimate's going off all over the place. Chen's split. Muradin's avatar. Lily's 1,000 jugs. Muradin goes down despite his avatar. Chen is going to die any second now. Uther's just chilling inside the... I think he was trying to heal from in here. I believe that's what he was trying to do. But now the red team is up 5-4 or 5-3, assaulting the core. I don't think there's anything the blue team can do. Comes out with that Divine Storm. Would have been a lot more useful up here. Looks like Kerrigan is being pushed back. Sonya's baiting a couple of these shots out. We could just let Sergeant Hammer bombard the core. She can hit it. Lily is backing out. She's out of mana. I don't know if there's much that they could do. Rainer might come out to try and do something. Lily with him. So it's going to see what they have. Kerrigan's going to go down. Kerrigan's trying to get off the... Oh, Kerrigan goes down. But we throw out a spear and a leap. And that'll do it. So if we pause the game at this point, we can do tab and look at the talent build I have. Can't really see me on the bottom. Hopefully the text goes away here in just a second. Alright, so you can see we have Warpaint, Superiority, Shattered Ground, Leap, Wind Shear, and No Escape. These two are basically for mobility. The first three of these are for dealing with merc camps. Leap also for mobility, and it deals a little bit of damage. But mostly it's this build is for murking Sonya with Whirlwind and Superiority to reduce the damage that she takes from the knights. Ends up working out fairly well. This game was fairly one-sided, but I still wanted to show off the build. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you later.